Okay, so my mead has been fermenting for about, what do you say fermenting? Well, it's been kind of fermenting for at least 4 weeks now, and then I've let it stay for another week just to settle down a bit. It hasn't been bubbling for like 2 weeks now, so I think it's pretty much done. I'm going to do one final check to see what my SG is. If it's the same as last week, I'm going to pitch them into these cardboards. I'm probably going to do it anyway, to be honest, and I've already set everything up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have one cardboard of cherry and one cinnamon stick, one with blueberries and a vanilla bean, and one with some apples and a cinnamon stick as well. I'm gonna start by checking the SG. Oh yeah, that looks nice. And it smells a bit sour, I think, but I'm not sure what the smell is supposed to be. It doesn't look bad. It at least smells like alcohol. But this one is measuring around 0.010, but it has about a 5 offset, so I think it should be somewhere around 0.013 to 0.05, depending on how warm the mead is and the offset from the hydrometer. So I bought these hop bags, which I'm gonna keep the fruit and the cinnamon stick / the vanilla bean in. I've already tried them out when doing my mulled wine, and they worked great. I love them. So I've done a quick sanitization of the hop bag by simply placing it inside my sanitization liquid, and how I'm gonna measure it basically is I'm gonna put it down kind of like, so almost all is down there, like that. Fill it with my cinnamon and my cherries, and then I'm gonna tie it up and just drop it down. And how I'm gonna get it out later, I'll think about that. We'll see how I get it out, because I don't have a string for it, but I think it's gonna be fine. So cherries has already been removed from the seeds, and I've also had all my fruits in the freezer over the night, so they're all frozen and should be quite juicy. There, so all cherries are in the bag. I think the amount worked out really great actually. I didn't know how many cherries I needed, so I bought about, I think, 400 grams of frozen cherries, and I think this was a great amount. Now for the one cinnamon stick, put it down there, and then finally we're gonna tie this bag together like so, and let it drop down. There we go, so we have all our cherries and our cinnamon stick. Now to pitch the mead over into here. Now this is probably off screen, but I placed my cardboard on a chair, the chair that matches this table. It's a bit lower than the table, so that should force gravity to push it down into the liquid. So here we go, wish me luck. And there we go. I'm trying to leave as little headspace as possible in the cardboard, just because I don't want any oxygen to get in there. And it has already gotten this really beautiful color, a bit darker than the mead is because of all the cherries. So I think it's gonna turn out really, really lovely. I'm gonna put this stopper on it, together with a water lock, which I'm gonna fill with some vodka. Our first mead with cherry and a cinnamon stick, done. We can already see a bit of bubble action going on. That's probably not from fermentation or anything like that. That's probably just residual carbonation that's left in the mead. So it's probably gonna mellow out in like a few days. So I had blueberries that I picked for myself, but I decided to go with store-bought, mostly because I'm not sure how sanitized my blueberries I picked myself is. Like, they're out in the wild, I haven't like cleaned them or anything. And I'm not sure exactly how I would go about cleaning them, so I just bought a few. They're not as tasty as my blueberries, unfortunately, but hopefully a bit safer to use. Here we go, that's all the blueberries. My hand is very blueberryish. Now for the vanilla bean. Smells very good. Blueberry and vanilla bean mead is ready. So as you can see again, bubbling a bit because of the carbonation. The color, really nice as well. You can see it mostly in the bottom. And yeah, looks really good. So I'm gonna move on to the third one, which is apples and a cinnamon stick. Now the apples have browned a bit, but I don't think there's a problem. It's probably just gonna be fine. It will probably have browned anyway while in the meat. So they look like this right now. They're kind of soft and squishy, but I've tasted one before and they taste really good. So I think there's gonna be no problem with that. So let's just get started. Now I'm not sure exactly how many apples I need. I think this might be enough. I still have some apples left, but from the size of it, it looks like it should be enough for me. So now I'm just putting the cinnamon stick. That's really cool. In the beginning, it got like this really neon green color. Now I'm not sure if it's visible, but you can really see that this meat is a bit green. It's a really cool color right now. I didn't think the apples would affect the color this much, but this is amazing. This looks really cool and really good. I noticed I've done a slight calculation mistake. If you can see my bucket right here, I still have probably enough meat in it to make another carboy, but I don't have any more. I only bought 3 because that's what I thought it was. I used 15 liters and that boils around 5 liters each. That would be 3 of them. I didn't really calculate on how much space the fruits will take. I thought it would be like a liter or 2 left, but from the look of it, it's around 4 liters each. I think I'm gonna do a weird old method and just bottle these ones, this remaining left, in normal bottles, basically, and go and buy some balloons and put them on and just let that be the water lock. I don't want to throw this away, and I think it's gonna take a bit too much time, to order a new carboy and get it here. So we'll just do that and see how it goes. So here I have 4 bottles. I was gonna bottle the other carboys into these ones once they were finished with everything, but I guess I can put the meat into them right now and make some DIY solution for how to make a water stop. We'll see how they turn out. So let's start pitching into them. Okay, seems like that last bottle was the last one I was able to actually use the water heave thingy to get meat out of this. I don't think there's enough meat in here to make enough pressure to actually push the meat through the tube. So we're doing some DIYing. This is probably going to be the last bottle, and I'm going to mark it with my mystery meat because I'm not sure how much oxygen is going to go into this when I do this. This might also have a lot of leaves in it, so we'll see. So here we are. We have our 3 meats. That's gonna be with fruits, which is the apple one, the cherry one, and the blueberry one. Or opposite, I can't really tell which one is which here. I noticed that I might have overfilled the apple one a bit. Hopefully it won't overflow. I'll keep an eye on it. Also, we have our 3 meats in front, which is normal meats. I went out and bought some balloons. The green ones are the one which I think might turn out okay, and the red one is the shady one. I'm probably gonna repitch that one in like a week or 2 once all the leaves have settled in it. I am super excited. I'm actually most right now excited for the apple. I thought that was the one I was going to be least excited for, but seeing the color, like tasting the apples when I made it, I'm just so excited to see what will become of it. But yeah, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to let this sit for about 2 weeks, and then I'm going to remove the fruits, and then we'll come back to this in like maybe a month or two and taste them to see how it is. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, leave a like, a subscription, or a comment would be great. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video of whatever happens.